one way with.
Dig in. Before we get started with our main content today, let's pull up, Austin, if you could pull up the schedule for this week, just so we can kind of go through what is ahead. Sorry to spring that on you. Cool. So today we have our meeting, and we have Cindy Gray and Denise Wilson on from Lawyer's Title, and we're going to talk about, tactical strategies for our staying connected with our clients after the gap, after the shift, right? After things are all over, how do we continue that? So that'll be great. And then this afternoon, Tanya is going to do a Facebook command class on designs and a Facebook design in campaigns. So that'll be great. She has
joining us on that too.
Cool. Yeah, talk about it for a sec, Tanya. Tell everyone.
Oh, he's going to join me, and I'm going to show you how to do it, and he's going to provide the great information on what to say and what to where to get it out. So it's going to be great.
Great. And then tell us a little bit about your class on Friday.
Friday, we are going to learn how to create a testimonial page on our websites. So if you don't have one yet, you'll want to join, and by the end of the class, you will have a testimonial page.
Great. It's very hands-on, right? You'll leave.
Always hands-on.
Thanks, Tanya.
Thank you.
Okay, so then we have Bold Pivot continuing. This week it's going to be on Tuesday and Friday, and the coaching corner is going to be Wednesday because we have Red Day on Thursday. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a sec. But let's see, on Tuesday, Chantel's teaching a class on zip forms and DocuSign 101. So if you, especially if you're a new agent, jump on that, or if you just want a review of how to do things the correct way. I know some people are doing, going into DocuSign individually, going into zip forms individually. But if you're not doing it all from command and want a little bit of some tips on that, jump on that. And then on our meeting on Wednesday, we're going to kick off Red Day. We're going to explain a little bit more in detail what we're going to be doing. It's going to be different this year, obviously, because we can't all get together, but it's going to be great, and we're going to still help out our community and raise some money and awareness. So block off some time on Thursday for that. And we have the Rieger coaching continuing on Wednesday. And again, those are recorded because I know we kind of have a lot going on in the middle of the days now. But those are 11 to 12 Facebook Live. And then Andrea Morrison sends out the link and the slides for the recording later that day. So jump on later. And then during this time of Bold, we're going to continue doing our CE classes at 1 o'clock on Wednesday. So this week it's going to be real estate finance, reverse mortgages with Mike Russell from Academy Mortgage. So Red Day, block out some time in the day to actually do our Red Day activities. And then we're going to do, we've been throwing it around if we're going to have a virtual happy hour to celebrate Red Day, but then we were thinking, if the weather provides, let's do a tailgate in our parking lot, and everyone can stay far away from each other, bring your own beverage, and we can kind of tailgate and celebrate Red Day together. So let us know if you have any questions on that. Hopefully you will join us. Red Day is normally such a big event for us at Keller Williams. So it's kind of a way to still stay connected and wear your red shirt and see each other in person, even from a distance. So that is our week ahead. Thank you, Austin. And then before we get to Cindy and Denise, let's just go through some other announcements for the week. Dwight?
Are we talking about the office opening particularly? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So we do plan on opening the office next Monday. And actually, I'm just getting ready to text the staff out a couple of great ideas that Cameron forwarded to Corrine and I. I don't think you've had a chance to read it, Corrine, but part of what we're going to do is we're going to end up locking the side doors to have everyone come through the front door. And we're going to ask two questions as they come into the front door. One is, do you have a temperature? And the other is, have you been exposed to anyone that has? So we can track manually and keep track of people coming in. And I think that way we'll drive everyone to the front door so we can keep track of that. And I think it'll be reassuring to know, because it's but what we do basically for our owners, and they appreciate it. And then I think we'll have checklists at some of the key common areas like restrooms and kitchen, and we'll just make a note when they're cleaned, so that we can keep track of when the last cleaning was, like with the faucets and if you think about the kitchen, the handle on the fridge and that kind of thing. So we're also going to be requiring that people walk around in the common areas wear masks. If you go into your office, you don't have to wear a mask. We're going to have cleaning supplies so that you can clean your office regularly. And so those are kind of the general conditions that we're going to be operating on. And so if anyone has any, additional ideas, we did a great questionnaire that went out, and I really appreciate everyone's feedback. Obviously, the staff will be working to provide everything we're trying to do right now, but it's optional for our agents to come in. We are going to restrict use of the conference rooms, so we'll probably just have limited number of people in conference room number 1, maybe, maximum 2 people in conference room 2, 3, and 5, and then 4. Conference room 4, we could probably fit. Well, maybe that's a 2 limit. But we'll be posting these around the office so that everybody can see what the rules are when they come in. And we're going to operate under that basis until the governor changes something. So we look forward to that. Yes,
and we'll have full guidelines out sometime this week. And again, we got some additional great ideas from the survey. So thank you to all of you who filled that out. There were some concerns about the public restrooms. So we're going to have limits to 1 person in at a time, some different things like that you guys brought up. So thank you for taking the time to fill that out. And we want to make sure everyone feels safe and comfortable, even if they're not returning to the office daily. But if you want to be able to meet with the client in the big conference room, or just come in at least a little bit to start kind of easing back to your regular activity, we want that to be available for you. So let us know if you have questions about that. All right, Cindy and Denise, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us. Yes, it's exciting to be here. Denise is got some great information for you guys. So I'm just going to hand it over to her because she's
wonderful. Wonderful. Well, thank you so very much for having us, all of us here together today. Is really important. I think that coming together as a community, as real estate professionals, sharing each other's best practices is really important. So thank you so much for having me join you today. I'm going to share 5 strategies and technical things that we can be doing right now in the gap. So during this gap, what we should be doing. I know you guys are just this bright group of real estate professionals. So much of this is things that you probably already know, and who knows that we all need reminders and maybe some strategic ways that we can help other people. So I'd like to do that with you today, okay? So I believe right now, we've kind of got a buildup happening, right? As one of our friends, Jason Abrams, talks about, that arrow being pulled back and that tension being built right now. And what's going on? What is still with that tension in that arrow? So when it releases, where we're going, right? And I truly believe that we still have this tension building of people that, they didn't just fall back in love with their homes, right? They didn't just all of a sudden decide that they're not going to want to move anymore, right? We still have people that unfortunately got a divorce. We still have people that, and hopefully not, we still have people with growing families, right? Look at our girl Marcella with Point Exact, right? We also have people with jobs that are changing. So we've got a lot of this buildup happening. And right now, I think one of the most important things that we need to do is we need to be making sure that we are capturing mind share right now with our clients. We need to have mind share that we're capturing today to catapult our market share in the future, okay? I'm going to talk to you guys about 5 strategies here. I think that right now the most important thing that we need to be doing is standing side by side our consumers, right? We need to be having that emotional proximity to them, right? So when they are ready to go, right? I think one thing that's happening right now more than ever is we've got people that have thought to themselves, boy, I really would love to be closer to my parents, or boy, I'd really love to be closer to my grandkids. These being in different states from each other with this crisis, I think a lot of people are going to have a lot of movement. So we want to be ready. We want to have that mind share with people, and we want to be side by side with them, right? Would you guys agree with that? So I think the number one thing that we should be doing right now is we should be doing a database audit. Now, I know you guys have been in touch with your clients. I know you've been checking in on them, making sure that they know that you care, right? And I think that market share, or excuse me, that database audit, some of the things that we need to be asking them is letting them know, number one, you're there for them. I know you know that. Making sure that they know that you are a resource for them. What do they need? What resources do they need to understand, right? Maybe they have a family friend that needs more information, but we need to be the ones that are capturing their mind share, that they know that they can count on us, right, as the real estate professionals. 5 things within that, right? I think it's so important that we remain positive, that we remain supportive, that we remain confident. They're looking to you for information. We need to be informative, and we absolutely need for them to know that we're there for them. One thing that you can count on with your partners at Lawyers Title, any kind of content scripting or anything around that we can help you with, we are here to support you in those things, okay? We want to be reassuring to our database, okay? So I think it's really important right now that we are doing a database audit, and we are going deep with them, okay? I think number 2 that's really important that I've personally been helping some clients with is we need to have an equity message. Because right now, 75% of homeowners across the US have equity in their home. And you know what that does? That gives them choices, right? That equity gives our database choices. And we need to be the ones as the real estate professionals as helping them assess their equity position and help them with their choices. Whether they are looking to stay in their home and maybe do a simple refinance, you were the one that guided them there. If they were to need to, maybe this is the time that they need to sell. That secondary market, right? We're going to get into that secondary market. It's becoming for sale, isn't it, friends, right? That those second homes that maybe aren't a necessity, we're going to dive into that as well a little bit. But I think that equity messaging conversation is so important with our database right now in this gap. And you're just the friends to help them, the real estate professionals, to let them know what their choices are and what that equity may be. As an example, you can run through that with your database. And if you don't have a database, maybe you want to look at maybe some equity in a new farm area. You might want to look at a different neighborhood that you haven't dove into. You want to create those phone calls outside of your database. Let us know. We can pull up data and content for you that is based around people with equity at certain percentages, etc. Okay? Number 3, you guys, right? We really want to have our own guaranteed offer program, which means our clients need to know what's available out there, right? We've got iBuyers who have gotten out, right? They've gotten out, and now they've slowly are coming back in. But what our clients want to know is that we are ready, that we can help them with convenience, we can help them with speed, certainty, you know, we need to be ready with that information. We need to be ready and understand how we can help them with speed and certainty, and let them know that we are there for them. So if you need updated information on what's going on with the iBuyers, one such positive thing, you guys, and you guys jump in here anytime you'd like, but one thing that's so important during this time that we've all realized, everyone's getting so nervous about the iBuyers. And remember when I was there with you guys and we talked about the importance of you and your relationship? There is nothing more important that your people need right now more than ever than is that relationship with you, that trust with you, right? Remember how we were getting in such angst about these iBuyers? Well, guess what? There is no artificial intelligence that can give your clients the ease and those conversations right now more than ever than you. Do you agree with that? Right? Absolutely. And remember, we have any of the information up to date, detailed that you need. I just want to throw out there as well, if you would like for free, Cindy can give you 30 days of that content class that costs a few $100s. Cindy can give it to you for this group at no cost for 30 days and zero obligation afterward. So if you do want to kind of keep up to date daily and get notified on what's going on with the different iBuyers, what their new tactics are, because you are the professional. You are the one who wants to be the one in charge of sharing those details with your clients. So Cindy can help you get that for 30 days for free. Again, zero strings attached. Our business partners just want to make sure that you have those important details up to date during this time, okay? I want to go back, I want to start on number 4 now. Non-owner occupied, you guys, right? We talked a little bit about this as an idea. Let's think about that non-owner occupied. Right now, those clients or those consumers that own homes in other states, they do not know the market of what's going on in Oregon in a healthy market, let alone during times that are uncertain. And this is such a great way to create a new data bank by putting together those non-owner occupied out of state and being in touch with them, reaching out to them, because again, that secondary market, we've been watching it come for sale, haven't we, right? You know, we kind of went a little bit from people saying, gosh, the interest rates are so good, I want to move up because I can move up, interest rates are so good, and I can have the same amount of house payment, right? But in reality, now people aren't thinking that way. They're thinking of, you know, hanging tight and maybe selling those second homes that they had, right? So again, that non-owner occupied, you are the expert here in Oregon, aren't you? They need to hear from you. If you need help with that database, Cindy and I will help you with that. Okay? Let's talk about number 5. And this one kind of goes a little bit deep, and we've got some good strategies and we can help you with that. I think this one really speaks to me and just kind of who we all are and wanting to give back. A small business stimulus, I think, is crucial to our business right now as real estate professionals, right? That small business stimulus, how we can help. Let's just talk about our homes have really become, right? They've become our places of worship. They've become our yoga studios. They've become our hair salons. They've become our gyms, correct? I bet every single one of you have people in your database that you can help them with their small business by stimulating their business, by doing and reaching out to them and interview them, right? some things that they could be doing at home that would be special. I know Dwight's got a favorite coffee shop here on Boonesbury, right? You know, maybe it's, you know, or maybe it's your favorite restaurant owner and they come on live with you on Facebook, right? They come on and they say, look, let me show you how you can make that special drink at home. Let me show you how you make this espresso just right at home, right? Let me show you my favorite appetizer that we make as a owner of this restaurant, our favorite cocktail, right? Let's reach out to our hairdressers and help them with their small business, right? These are some small interviews and videos that we can do with our people in our database that are also small business owners. Just think of that emotional proximity that you are staying with them, supporting them. You're advertising their business for them. And you will just be that person when they are hot and rocking and ready to roll, that you will always be at the top of their mind, won't you? I also think something special that could be, you guys, and listen, we're business people, right? This is not about preying on a terrible situation, but we're business people, we're business owners, right? We've got teachers in the community, their hearts are broken, they're not with their kids. I bet this is the time more than ever that they would love to hear from you and say, gosh, you know, Mrs. So-and-so, my child is in your class. I want to personally put together a coloring contest, and you can do something, and you're getting that database, first of all, from the teacher, right? Because she's going to want to have that help. You could put together a special coloring contest. I'm sure you've seen the contest, but really, do you see the impact that you're making, not just with that teacher, but now you've got that database of all of those parents that you've just touched their heart. Now you're staying in touch with them. Now you're sending them all sorts of different things. And Cindy can certainly send over to you some ideas of coloring contests. We can help you create with your logo. We can help you create a coloring contest with your logo on it, okay? So let us help you with that. We would be happy to do that, okay? So talk to me about, you guys, this is where it gets a little interactive. Jump on with me and talk to me about any questions that you might have in that area or where we could go a little bit deeper. But those are the 5 really important things I think that we could be doing in our business right now to really catapult that business in the future. Does anybody have any questions or any comments that they'd like to jump in?
I will, Denise. You were talking about second homes and interest rates and whatnot, and I thought I would add that we were just on a national call with Keller Mortgage, and they were talking about Keller Mortgage. The director of Keller Mortgage was on it, and he said that they just had their second highest month in history with over 500 million in closed mortgages. And one of the things that they promoted was that they just significantly lowered the jumbo loan rate that they offer. And so it's interesting because the typical jumbo rates have been hanging around here in around the 4% range, upper 3s, low 4s. They said that they're now pushing jumbos out in the low 3s. So I know that the call was talking about 3, 3 1/8, but I also realized that that depends on the region of the United States. So in our region in the Northwest, most of the time we don't get the best rates in the nation. We're a little bit higher because we've had a really good track record of growth. So nonetheless, even if it was a 0.5% decrease on jumbo loans, that's huge in terms of that buyer that might be the move-up buyer, right? Because they're realizing right now that they're at home and they're spending a lot of time at home, and they realize they don't have enough rooms in their house to be happy. So maybe it's because the kids are home, maybe it's because it's shared living with in-laws or other family members.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's so the truth. It is absolutely the truth. I want to invite you guys to something very special. And you're each going to get a copy for being on the call with us today. You're each going to get a copy that is from this author. This is Patrick Galvin, and it's The Connector's Way. It's a story about building businesses one relationship at a time. And if it's the one thing I know about this very special and amazing group that you are, I know you care about your clients. I know you have so much to offer them. And I want to invite you guys to join Cindy and I and the author. We're going to do a big event on Wednesday, the 27th at 9 a.m. But just to give you a little taste of this, he's going to go over 7 rules for business, for building business one relationship at a time. And I think that this is what this is about today, right? Is really knowing what we should be doing today in our business. I hope these 5 strategies that I gave you today were helpful. I hope that you will know that if you want to dive deep with these strategies, that we will help you hands-on. We will join you in your business and we will make these things happen. We will help you create databases. We will help you build content that you can easily send out to your consumers. We will help you create databases that will continue to grow and to catapult your business future in the future. Is there any other questions or anything that you have today for us? Let's see.
One thing I would like to add is that I've got some great resources. Again, as Denise was saying, relationships, it's really where it's at right now, just keeping that relationship with your clients and seeing where they're at with their needs. A lot of them have, 3, 4, 1, 2 kids at home trying to do the homeschooling thing and working and juggling a crazy life. We've got some great resources to offer to your clients. I have a lot of lenders that are working from home that have kids, and I have a preschool that puts together a fabulous box, and it's a week's worth of content for them to do at home, ages from 3 to 7. And it's a lot of my lenders have been giving their clients, and I've been giving it, and it's wonderful. It has made a huge difference. I've gotten so much response from it. Just kind of getting on the personal level of meeting their needs and staying with them through this really challenging time. And something I shared with Denise was in the banking world for many, many years, and 22 years at US Bank, and over to a smaller boutique bank. And I had a client. I also had a mortgage company when the crash came, and saw a lot of people go through hard times. And so when I went to this other boutique bank and tried to recruit all these people that I knew, businesses from US Bank, they said, Cindy, you're amazing, you're wonderful, we'd love to do business with you, but we're never gonna leave this bank because they stuck with us through the hardest time of my life. They never gave up on me, and I'm loyal to them. And I think that's what we need to create as well right now, is that loyalty. It's hard times, but we're here, no matter what it is. Deliver something, pick something up for them, just the little things. So it's important, and we've got some great ideas, fun ideas. So let me know, reach out if you need anything like that. I'm happy to help. I have a really fun time capsule project for kids to do during this time that they can put together and put away for 10 years and look back on and go, oh my gosh, I survived this. So I'm here for any kind of sales, marketing, any fun, creative ideas. We can Zoom call. I would love to come see you guys. Dwight, I don't know, are you allowing people in other than agents? Is that kind of a slow process?
We're trying to figure out the exact protocol as we go, and we did a survey of people in the office to try and figure out what they'd be comfortable with. I don't know why we wouldn't be able to have others come in, because I'm sure there will be a few clients that come in, et cetera, family members that might come with, the person that's the realtor in our company. So we're going to adjust. I don't expect everyone's going to run back to the office.
Right. But if there was anything that I could deliver to the office, I'm accessible to do that, even if it's just to the front desk. We can, talk, email, phone, text, Zoom, and then I can always follow up by dropping things off. So anything you guys need, we're here for you.
All right. Well, we'll see how it goes. Thank you.
Absolutely. And you guys, thank you for your kind comments here. I also want to just say that If you want to go down deep, give Cindy a call. We'll go one-on-one with what's important to your business. Also, if you do want those 30 days for free on the iBuyer, the iRepresentative Real Estate Pro, let me know, let Cindy know. We'll get you connected with that. Again, nobody's going to put pressure on you, but to have 30 days of just this time that we're educating ourselves, I'm really big on educating ourselves right now. I think it's so important. And if we can help with that, you just let us know, and we're here for you. We just really are grateful to be a part of your team, and we're here for you.
Thank you so much. Such great ideas. And I love that they're personal, right? The things with the kids are personal. That'll resonate with a lot of people. Well, Cindy and Denise, can you pop your emails in the chat for those who do not have those, please?
Absolutely.
My pleasure.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
And yeah, thank you again.
Yes. And so many more ideas and things for that, you guys, to come with. But I was told I wanted to keep it nice and clean and easy, and everyone's tired of Zoom calls. I know, but I want you guys to know I'm Italian and I have a hard time sitting still. I have a really hard, so these Zoom calls make me crazy because you can see I'm like, let's jump around, right, together. So thank you for having us. I kept it short, and you just let us know what we could do for you, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank
Awesome day, you guys.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Your meeting. Bye-bye now.
All right, so we have a couple more things for today. Tanya is going to show us there's been some great new updates in the command synchronization with the KW app, and how when your clients are using the app, the info that you get right into command. So she's going to actually show us that.
The website. So I'm going to share my screen. And one of the things that you can do with your clients when you send them to your website, so if they click on a Facebook campaign you do, it leads them to the website, and they go and search for a home. Well, I'm actually going to search for this home so that you guys can see. So I'm going to go to London, is it Lane? London Lane in Wilsonville. And then they'll click on the home, and then this is if they've if they go to save something on here, like I'm going to heart this one because I want to save it because I love this home. If they haven't created an account with you yet, it will trigger and ask them to create an account, and then they'll end up having their own account up here. If they already have one with you, then they can see all of their saved homes and saved searches that you've completed for them inside of command. But one of the things a couple of the things I wanted to show you was when they save the home, they can save it into a collection. They can create a new collection, or they can save it into an existing one, and then they can hit save. And then when they hit save, it actually shows up inside of your command under your contact right here. View the listing, and then down here is their edited collection of all the homes that they have hearted. So the most recent one is at the bottom, and so then you click on that and it'll take you right to that listing on your website. And then the other thing that I wanted to show you was they have added this, it used to say schedule a showing time, and now it says schedule a video tour. So they changed that up a little bit due to COVID. When they do that, they can choose 3 different time frames that they're interested in. Let's say today in the morning, today in the afternoon, and tomorrow in the evening. And you can either do an in-person or you can do a live video. You can choose whether you want Zoom, FaceTime, Google Hangouts, Facebook Messenger, Google Duo, or other. You can add a custom note, and then you can hit request a tour. And my phone just dinged on me, and Kelly popped up and said, agent site notification, video tour requested. from your client. And then I'm going to hit refresh right here on this client. And here it is right here. Contact requested a video tour. It shows which listing it is that they want, and you can view the request. And here are the time choices that I've chosen and what platform I'd like to do it on. And then you can call them and schedule it. So I think that's fantastic. The other thing is when they're on the listing, if, let's go back over to this one. If they click ask your agent a question and they are on the website, and hit submit, they ask a question on there, then there goes Kelly again on my phone. She just vibrates right over here for me. And refresh your screen, and there it is, the listing they're asking me a question on, and can I get tax info, please? Now, when we were on the leadership call this morning with KWRI, they had showed us the video tour, and I'd asked a question out about the app, because in the app, when you ask a question, it still just shows the question, not the listing. And Jason Abrams, our VP of Industry, responded to me right away and asked me to send him a video so that they can fix it. I've already created the video. I've sent it over to him, and so now I'm just waiting for that fix to go through. So there's many different ways you can do that. That is like the most unique way that you can get it, but I've been asking for a while on that one, and I'm excited that Jason's got it in his hands because he'll make it happen. So that is some of the fun things that Command has.
Thank you, Tanya. And so other than that one issue that you just talked to us about the listing not showing up through the app, everything else that you showed us is available for clients to do through the app, and then it shows on your command, correct?
Through the app or through the website, yep. And I know a lot of people are using their website links for their Facebook campaigns, right? So having that, going to that, if they're on Facebook and they click on it, it will open up on Google on their phone, right? So it'll open your website on their phone, and then they can still do it there, and it'll work, and it'll come right across into your command. And Kelly should give you a notification. It also shows you the little bell up in the top next to your name on your command website. There'll be a little red dot. And if you haven't dismissed those, they're just gonna pile up, guys. So go in, check your little notification bell, and see if you've missed any contact leads, or clear those out so that you can see the new ones and it doesn't get bogged down.
Love it. Awesome. I mean, and this kind of synchronization is exactly why Gary Keller and our tech team invested all that money to build our entire platform, so that everything would sync with itself, right? Not only would our website sync with our app, our websites would sync with our commands, our contacts, all of that. So it's really neat to see as these updates come out, all of the additional things that are coming out. And then Tanya, also there was an app update. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
The app update. Sorry, refresh me.
Oh, no, I just sprung it on you.
I'm like, which one was it?
There was a recent KW app update. So make sure you're doing all the updates yourself.
Oh, that was it. So that if they hearted, it showed up in there, the collection showed up. That was the big one.
Yes, because this most recent update had a lot of enhancements. So you want to make sure you're doing that. And then once you update your own, make sure you're still connected as the agent before you send that out to people. But otherwise, I mean, I hope we're all sharing our app a lot. I mean, you can see that activity right in their contact of if you send it to them, if they downloaded it, if they've looked at any properties, even if they haven't hearted them, if they've been looking. So you have a lot of insight in there if they're in fact using your app. So thank you, Tanya.
You're welcome.
And as always, talk to Tanya or Melanie with all your command questions. Dwight has a video to share with us, and I think, Austin, do you have that ready to roll?
But before you do, Austin,
Yes, I do, sorry.
Okay, so for those of you that were on the call last week, we had a great idea about creating little videos for our clients, right? We've all heard that many, many times how it works. And the idea came into my mind by using the discussion about putting videos out through command. to our client base. And so we decided to try it on our team. And so we met last week and did several takes to try and figure out how to do it. And so I'm going to try technology. I'm not sure how well this will work, but what we did was we used the market reports, which I talk about a lot as a way to convince people how to move in the market and understand the market. Remember, I'm always trying to be the economist of choice for my clients, so that when they think of real estate and they want to know what's happening in real estate, they call me because they think I'm the guy that knows what's happening in terms of numbers, not just to feel good. Real estate is great, but the reality numbers. And so we thought, well, okay, with Alta's reports, we can do like a separate video to Lake Oswego clients. We can do a separate video to West Lynn clients, Sherwood, Wilsonville. That's one of the beauties. And we actually did several. This one's not perfect, but it's the best one we came up with. I actually did the Zoom call with Marcella and Chris on the calls, and I was introducing Team Schwab, and some of the videos that we're sending out have the three of us, but the Lake Oswego video, which is what I played with first, ended up being 10 minutes, and I just felt like it was way too long. So Marcella and I got back together again and did a new one. So I want you to just see this. Well, hopefully it comes in clear. We're not sure how it looks to play a Zoom video on Zoom. But anyway, we're going to try it right now. It's only 5 minutes long, and you can see how I did it. I think if we all did it, we'd be building good relationships with our clients. Is there any sound?
Is there no sound showing up for anyone?
Well, I'm not. Well, just keep playing it. Maybe I didn't. Maybe
well, it's talking. You're talking here.
Oh.
On my screen. So I don't know if it'll work. It's not. You can definitely talk over this. I can definitely keep it going, and you can
All right.
use it as slides if you want.
Can you turn your volume up?
The volume's up.
Okay, so just keep playing it, and I'll basically speak the way I spoke on the call.
Okay.
I said, hey, hello everyone. This is Dwight Schwab calling from Team Schwab. And I said, originally, I'm here with Chris Burley and Marcella, members of my team. And I wanted to respond back to you because we're getting a lot of calls and inquiries from our clients that are wondering what's happening on the market. And then I went on to say that I love this particular report that I subscribe to because I can get up to the date, up to the minute information. And I noted that it's dated May 4th, and this is Lake Oswego only. Marcella has only been sending this out to our Lake Oswego clients. So then we got into the report, and I said, over there on the median price, I started talking about what's happening with prices. And I started with conversation about where we were in the fall of 2017, the fall of 2018, the fall of 2019, how we ramp up with median price, where we were in January. Isn't this cool? I love this when we figured it out. And then what's happening right now with median price. So you can see the 1 week line start to drop. And so, that causes some concern about what's going on with pricing. That could simply indicate that many, many, many more less expensive homes are selling, and I'm sure that's what it indicates, right? The upper end is frozen a little bit because of the difficulties with financing. And then I think I went on to inventory, so you might see an arrow start to show up on inventory. I didn't want to speak to everything, but I said, okay, look at the inventory for 17, 18. 18's coming, there it is, 19. And look where we are today. So keeping in mind that these are some of the lowest inventory levels in the decade. It's pretty consistent in Lake Oswego at the peak of the year, which is right at the end of the summer. If we look at this last arrow that appeared, it was comparing last April to this April on the 1 week. And basically we're down about 25 units. It's ramped up pretty quickly. Then I went to the market action, discussion of the market action report, which I love. That's what I love about this report. This indicates where sellers will have better negotiating position typically than buyers. So if you look back in about June of 2017, That was the all-time high since 2007. So it's been a long time since we got back up to that reading. Look where we were last year in July. Look where we were in 2019. Look where we were in the fall, last fall, and look where we are today. So sellers are still in the driver's seat on how they negotiate, but you know, we're following right now, correct? So if you look at April and you see that green line, it's going down. Whether it keeps going down, we don't know. But you know, sellers are having to negotiate a little bit more, and that's what I'm telling my people. Then it's broken out by quartile. The red is the least expensive homes. Look at the green in Lake Oswego. Those are the most expensive homes. They're struggling between a buyer's market and a seller's market. They have been for several years. And so it just started to get up. You know, in January, we started to see a lot of upper end homes sell. Okay, and then I went on to days on the market, and I said, look at this trend for days on the market for October of 17, and then you see what's going on in January of 19. Well, definitely the trend for the last few years is the days on the market are going up in the off season. The market is starting to run out of breath. And if you look at where we are today, though, it's pretty fantastic. For April, stuff is selling, you know, as fast as it's coming on the market. Of course, this is probably anything under 500,000. Selling super quickly, but it's holding up in Lake Oswego just like it is in the other communities. Look how steep that green line is. So basically, this is the video. That was about 5 minutes worth of talking, and this is the video that Marcella is now parsing out to our clients through command. So Marcella, you and I haven't spoken over the weekend. Were you able to do this yet? You got to
and Westland have been sent out.
So you were able to do Lake Oswego and Westland. Is that what you said? You were partially muted. Okay. So so now we're going to be curious to see. We did Sherwood, right? When we were together in Wilsonville? No, we didn't. Okay, so we'll have to get back together. Well, we got back together, but we don't have to. We can each be in our own spaces to do these Zoom calls, right? These Zoom videos. So it's pretty cool. If you were sitting at home and you got this video and you saw those arrows, to me, that's the fastest 5-minute education, fastest, cleanest 5-minute education you can have on the market in your community. No one else is providing that. No other general source is providing that. So, like I said, this idea came from one of our calls last week. So here we go. All it takes is one good pearl of wisdom is what we call it.
Those are great, you guys. And how credible, I mean, you have credibility with your clients, but how credible do you appear to your clients when people ask, you know, how is the market, what's going on? And you respond back or have sent out this chart of exactly what's going on with facts and data specific to their area to back that up. So that's
and it was so exciting, it put Marcella's baby to sleep.
How'd you do the arrows, just so other people can know?
It's a functionality that I didn't know how to do until we started to play around with it. And I was clicking on the buttons and thought, oh, that's how these guys are doing it on the national call. So it's super easy. Probably took us, we figured it out in an hour and a half maybe, and then we were getting better. We had a lot of outtakes where, you know, it wasn't quite right as we were learning how to do it. But once you get it down, it's super fast. We can, my goal is to do these every month now for so that's it.
Great info. And again, those Altos reports, everyone has access to those. Just reach out to any of our title people. They'll get you connected for free with those charts. So thanks for sharing. That is all for today. I hope everyone tunes in on Wednesday because we will be talking about Red Day and what's going on exactly. So please, please, please try to join us on Wednesday if you can and share that with other agents in our office who sometimes, you know, watch these later. So, because we want everyone to know what's going on for that. Tanya, Heather, Dwight, and you guys have anything to add?
See everybody at 1.
For Tanya's command class.
Yeah.
Okay, great, everyone. Well, have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll talk soon. See you on Wednesday.
Bye,
Thank-
everybody.